Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? 1, 2. All right. Cool. Okay, so in the Star Engine presentation, that was Benoit. In this one, I am Balt, my player persona. I will now channel my inner Jared in this one, and I will be your host for this panel. Woo! It's time to discuss a social universe, but before we start, I have a couple warnings. First one, let's take a look at this one. I took this in our last technical preview demonstration, and God, I was so happy to see all these people on the train. It just made me very, very emotional. And so I want to take a moment to thank every one of you that have participated with Tech Preview Server Meshing Test A, B, C, D, and E so far. You guys have been thousands to come and help us test this technology, and the team and I are really humbled, and we feel energized by your energy. So on our behalf, thank you very much. Now, the above picture is really nice, other than this guy, but it does present a problem. A fundamental part of playing a massively multiplayer online game is how you connect with other players, to join in on adventures, or to receive support when you want to get out of a tricky situation, or you want to participate in endeavors that are bigger than yourself, or simply you want to run a business and make a profit. Well, as our game server shards grow, you will encounter more players, and for that, we need to scale Star Citizen's social tools to MMO size. Our ambition has always been to build a grand social system, including not only the game, but the world outside, like on Spectrum. Unfortunately, the focus has been elsewhere for a long time. We have neglected this side of the game in favor of others. For example, the Comlink app is by far the oldest application in mobiGlas. It's now time to correct this and make progress on this plan. Our goal, as a reminder, in Star Citizen is to cater to all types of players. Star Citizen in that respect is not a black or white. It's not an either-or kind of game. We are not an achievers versus casuals game. We are not a socializers versus solo players game. We are not a role players versus mechanics focused game, or dare I say, we are not a PvE versus PvP game. We are all of those things. We strive to build a social environment in the game that is easy to engage with, consistent and dependable, and trustworthy, where you can judge danger, safety, or shadiness. And we want this to be deeply rooted in gameplay mechanics, like reputation and progression. So today we're going to take a look at the updated Star Citizen social tools and how they tie into the game. But first, look at this guy. A warning. What we're going to show you is very early work, and we will not be making a revolution or breaking boundaries. We just want to bring our game up to MMO standards. Or like Jared likes to say, bringing our 30th century game into the 21st century. And so in order to do this, we've enlisted some help. First of all, throughout this presentation, all the screenshots are made from you, the community, directly pulled from our community hub. You're going to see some player names on screen. Most of them are all of our most die-hard Evocati members. And for this, we should really take a moment and thank our Evocati members for their renewed support. They're always there for us. They get the worst and worst of the builds, and they do power through. This is an actual shot from the last Evocati. Forget the prisoner mentioned here from the work mines. And so, I'm not going to lie, this presentation is going to be a lot of mobiGlas. It's not super flashy, but focus on what the tools will allow you to do and their impact. But for this, I need some help myself, so I'm going to make a party, and I'm going to get some developers to help. So let me first invite our senior systems designer, Gabriel Hector.
Hello, CitizenCon. Hope you're doing all right. And Ben, you forgot to cover the Swedish before in your earlier introduction, so tjena.
Ah, nice. All right. we need some more. Let's invite Assistant Design Director, JJ, to the stage.
My spot's quite far away.
Yeah, no, you walk it out. Walk out. Okay, so social universe begins with your friends. That's your closest group. It's the first go-to when you want to play. Our current friend system is dated, and it includes things that are, well, not really friends. So my first question goes off to JJ to kick us off. What are we doing to improve friends and friends management?
So, we're taking our oldest app in the mobiGlas, the Comlink app, and we're upgrading it to a brand new social app. And this is now going to be your one-stop shop for all of your friends and group gameplay. Now, this is the new and improved friends list. So you'll notice, sadly, one of our oldest friends that we all have is missing, though, and that's ATC. Sadly, our friendship has ended with ATC.
What? I'll have no friends at all, then.
So this is now just a dedicated space for your real friends. So you're now going to be able to see what those real friends are doing with richer presence information. So giving you better awareness of where your friends are, what they're doing, or if they're not on, when they were last seen. And then you'll also be able to reflect your own status. So you can let friends know if you're away, don't want to be disturbed, or if you just want to hide offline for a while. Another key upgrade is synchronizing with Spectrum as well. So you'll be able to see friends that are in Spectrum itself, Arena Commander, or just chilling on the launcher. And that also means that you can accept and receive invites to and from Spectrum even while you're offline. And throughout this presentation, any functionality that is shared between the game and the web and the launcher, we're aiming to synchronize across all. And speaking of synchronizing, when we have multiple characters, your friends will be shared across all of them too.
Nice. So some people are real socialites. I know, I've seen them. They have a lot of friends. I'm talking multiple pages and pages of friends. What are we doing to help management of huge friends list?
Nice humble brag, Ben. Well, in fact, we are giving you the ability to add notes to your friends list so you can remember, hey, this is that cosplayer that I met at CitizenCon 2954. Or maybe it's JJ's super weird username. This is JJ. Also, you can add people to a favorites list, meaning that the people that you interact with most in the game are always going to be shown at the top of your friends list for your convenience. Additionally, we're moving the voice chat into the social app. And, well, why? Who are you going to call? That's the question. You're going to call your friends. You're going to call your party. So this is where it should live.
Seem to have got a lot of UEC there as well, Ben.
I swear to God, I didn't dupe any cargo. This is just my personal allowance.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so that's all cool for your close buddies, but the one thing that always happens when you meet people is that some of them aren't nice. Abusers, pad rammers, active griefers, you know? Currently, we can't do anything about that in the game. What are we doing to help the situation?
So in addition to the friends list, we're also now going to have a block list. And we like to think of block people as reverse friends. They're just people that you really don't want to talk to anymore. So what we're trying to do is we're doing something called blackholing them from communications. So you can't see them talk, and they can't see you talk anymore. And not only for communications, whenever you see some of these other systems we're about to talk about where you can group up, we're going to make it harder for you to see each other as well. Now, we also have a much requested hostiles list for people who have made a real enemy of you as well.
The KOS list is finally making its way in.
Oh, yeah. You'll also be able to add notes here as well, just so you can remember that person I blocked 2 years ago, you remember why, because you're going to forget. And then for those situations where someone really wants to go the extra mile to be a super mega ass, you can report them to us, and we'll deal with them for you.
All right, so now I have my friends list up to date. I can find my friends easily based on rich presence in real time, and I'm ready to go on an adventure. But for that, I need a party. The party is at the core of the social experience when you're heading into a mission, meeting with other players, or whether they're a friend or not. Our party system is very bare bones at the moment. It does have some cool features, but what are we planning to improve parties?
Yeah, so as you said, it does have some cool features like party launching, the party markers, quantum syncing. It's all good stuff, but let's take a closer look at the new features of the party list. So, with server meshing, we are right now at a unique opportunity for us. So we already support large parties, but we want to do this well. We have been seeing what you do in the tech previews, and people have been partying up in hundreds.
100 plus people in one ship? Come on.
And that's all right. We just want to make sure that we're adding better support for this, like search functionality, making it easy to find people in your party. Also, just like we did with the friends list, we're adding rich presence here as well. But for the party, you're going to want more real-time gameplay-related info, like if someone's downed or dead or maybe offline for some reason. A big thing, though, is the ship and seat breakdown. So you will see. Yeah, maybe that's worth applause. So you will see all the vehicles that your party members are in, as well as the seat that they are in. This will give you great situational awareness and allows you to coordinate better than ever before. It's essentially a mini fleet manager.
Okay. Oh. So there's going to be more improvements as well. So you're going to be able to control permission for invites. So only your leaders and assistant leaders can actually invite people. So it's no longer an absolute free-for-all. And we're adding an absolute MMO staple as well, which is the ready check. So as we add more and more challenging group gameplay, you're going to be able to coordinate a lot better. And while we're talking about group play, and maybe it's unwanted group play in this case, we're improving the quality of life for our streamers as well. So we'll no longer have a shared player list. We're going to be obscuring things like your on-screen name and location and so on, just so you're a bit harder to find while you are streaming. And that's the full friends and party tab.
Pretty cool.
It's a party for the eyes.
It's a party for the eyes. All right, so the new Friends and Party place is really the one-stop shop to manage all your real-time interactions with other players or access your comms channel. That's cool, but as we navigate the verse, it's always very difficult to find people. We have a single channel. People are blasting, looking for groups. It's a bit awkward. You never know what you're going to find. With bigger shards, I know I'm the bigger shards guy now, but we're going to have a lot more players in there. There must be a better way.
Well, Ben, we have given this some thought. So, the second tab in the social app, introducing the Party Finder. So, the Party Finder, it's a dynamic system that's going to make it easy for you to find interesting and engaging gameplay. It's basically player-powered matchmaking. So, if you are looking for more players, just go in here, advertise your party, give it an informative name like Ben has done here.
Space Combat Fun Times.
And you could even set things like a specific contract that you want to play, or roles that you're looking to fill. Maybe you need gunners, engineers, pilots.
Meat shields.
Maybe that. You could also limit the number of members. You might want to do some, again, specific content. So you want to do with a set number of members in the party, or you might want a tight-knit group. That's something that I would like very much. Maybe you just don't want to split the contract rewards, right? So once you have that information, then it's time to list your party.
And then people are going to be applying to join your group, which is kind of like a reverse invite. You're applying to the party, you're joining yourself, you're getting involved.
You're the reverse guy today.
I'm stuck in one gear. So you can then request, the people that are requesting, you can then look at their information and you decide on whether or not you want to accept or reject them, just so you can tailor your group to the kind of gameplay that you're trying to do. Then, on the other side, finding a party should be easy too. So all of those super cool things that Gabriel just mentioned, so like setting your group name, roles needed, party size, and so on, you're going to be able to use those as filters to find the right group. And this is all purely because we want you to find the kind of group gameplay that you want to engage in. And it's for all types of players. FPS combat, racing, beacons, role play, eating burgers at Whammers, finding cool vistas. It should always be easy to find action, things to do, and people to play with.
So I can create a party from a couple friends. I can party launch into the game on the same shard. Then I can share my party with the party finder. And other people will want to join up. Now we're talking. But I'm curious, as we're going to get bigger shards, let's say that already, how will we improve communication? It's very much of a mess right now. Our chat's very bare bones. And voice comms, we never really know if they work.
Well, let's chat about chats. So, we're adding options for you to customize the chat window, giving you the power to make the chat your own. We're also adding chat tabs.
We're bringing back tabs.
We're bringing them back from other games. And this means that you can set up customizable views, filtered for any area of the game that you are interested in. And Ben, you had a UI team make a little mock-up of some of the other functionality we're adding, right?
I sure did. I also got them to add the combat login.
That's sweet. How kind of you. So, first off, as we can see here, we're making slash commands actually useful. So no longer just chicken dancing and flexing. It's going to be able to help you send messages to party, to proximity chats with say and /yell commands, as well as sending DMs to other players. What the hell, Ben? You said you were going to take that
Hey, you
out.
wanted a real example.
Sure. So, another thing we're adding is that we're giving you the power to share information more easily via links. So, first off, here we have contract links, taking you to the contract manager for that specific contract.
Cheesecake!
Yes, cheesecake.
Yeah, cheesecake is maybe better than Xenofret. Also, we are adding star map links. Let's have a look at what that looks like. This means that you can click the link and it will take you to the exact location in the star map, making it easy for you to group up. Another thing we're adding is item links, and, well, you'll see why you want to link items in our Crafting Your Home presentation tomorrow. Lastly, we're adding player links to make it easy for you to connect your friends with one another, right? So while we're talking about comms, Sean just messaged us about VoIP. Do you want to invite him to the party?
I sure can, Gabe. We do need an expert to discuss VoIP and FOIP anyway. So you guys give us some air, remember hot mics, and let's invite Sean, Master of Faces Tracy, to join the party.
Hey, Ben.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you all here. So, I've come up to talk a little bit about FOIP and VoIP. So, it's a bit of the communication channels beyond just text chat, right? All right, so FOIP and VoIP are our systems in-game. VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol, and FOIP, which I termed way back in 2019, Face over Internet Protocol. So VoIP gives us spatialized audio where you can hear and be heard within the universe. Whether you've got a helmet on, you've got a different filter. If you're far away, you can hear that they're far away. But we added Face to that way back in 2019. So it's cool because you can place video calls, you can speak and see each other speak in the game, and you can take fun selfies like this. So again, I mentioned, it's back in 2019, so it's been in for a little while, but it hasn't really been updated so much since then. So the cool part about it, and I really got to mention, it's not a replacement for motion capture equipment. It's not a depth camera. It uses pretty much anybody's 2D-based web camera to track your face. So it can do great things, but it's got its limitations as well. What's kind of cool about it is that FOIP and VoIP are actually coupled. They're encoded and decoded together on the network super efficiently so that it's always in sync, and anybody that's worked on facial animation with audio data knows that sync is super important. So it's been used in expected ways and unexpected ways by the community. Let's have a look.
This is Wallace Clem. Slim? What is it?
Seems someone's on our case. One of our Ninetales facilities was sacked last night. Total loss. The bunker was destroyed.
Fuck.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
This isn't what they said it would be.
The subject has crossed the perimeter.
Most people don't associate ladies like us with salvage, do they, Shell? That's right, Mel. In fact, we're the best in the whole system at salvage, aren't we, Mel? That's right, Shell. And you look like you get about a bit.
I'll do it. You need a break.
What? No, you're up there in what? Your underwear, just drinking hooch or something and just singing away?
Wait, we have hooch? Hi, I'm Natronics, and you're watching Redline, your source for adventurous stories throughout the verse.
The name's Brad. Adric Davina Brad.
Excuse me, Captain? I'm Aaron Baxter.
We topped off yet, Aaron Baxter?
Just about, sir.
Good. I don't want to spend another second on it.
Something we have in common, sir.
Hey. Yeah.
It was that day when I met Mr. President that my life changed for the better.
Eat that apple.
You were never supposed to know any of this, Detective. You were supposed to die at Safe Haven.
Rachel.
Rachel's dead.
Hey man, I'm back again. You have any hats? Oh dude, I read the cap. What are you looking at, sir? Go away.
So that was all content made by the community, and I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome, bugs and all. But there's probably some improvements that we can make for that. So one of the big ones that we've made is head rotation tracking. It's actually something we were already doing to do head tracking in first person, but we never could move the head around on the actual character itself, which we've been able to do. Some cool stuff like range of Jared?
Yeah, Sean?
Can we just, let's just do a fake video call. Can we do a fake video call?
Oh, you know we can do a fake video call, Sean.
All right, cool. So let's call one of my guys, Oliver Cook. He's been working on some new tracking updates.
Hey, Sean, and a big hello to everybody at CitizenCon. How's it going?
Hey, Ollie. It's great to see you. Everyone's having a great time. I see you're using FOIP. Where are you?
Drive. That's correct. I'm sat here in the comfort of my own home, talking to you via the power of FOIP and my webcam. We've been working on FOIP recently, and we're starting to see some improvements to the quality of the tracking in-game.
That sounds awesome. Can you tell everyone what you've done to improve it?
Well, we started off by looking at what we originally had, and we realized that some mouth poses were really difficult to pull. So we focused on improving the range of motion of the mouth, which now looks like this. Hopefully, you can see there's more of a one-to-one relationship with what's going on in my webcam, and this has helped some of those problematic poses we were seeing before, one of which being a closed-lipped smile, which was quite difficult to achieve previously. We've also started to add in secondary motions that happen naturally when pulling combination face shapes, like squinting in the eyes when smiling or frowning. And when we combine these secondary motions with the wrinkle maps, it really goes to show just how much work has gone into these heads. Let's see how many wrinkle maps we can trigger, huh? And finally, one other thing we noticed was the tracking quality could be quite noisy in environments where the lighting is less than ideal. So to combat this, we've introduced tracking stabilization, which helps to reduce the amount of noise we get from the webcam. We're seeing positive results in low light conditions, but we're also seeing a small quality boost in optimal lighting conditions. The result is a more expressive and stable face, which is great for using in-game or making videos in the verse. And we still have a little ways to go with FOIP, but the future is bright for this feature, and we can't wait to see what wonderful things you use it for in the verse.
So I see you in the character creator. Let's change how you look.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's change up my appearance here a little bit and see what we can make. The super cool thing about the character customizer is that it continues to track my face even when editing. And this is great if you want to see what VoIP will look like on your character before you commit to your appearance. Let's start off by changing my hairstyle, shall we? We have a bunch of cool hairstyles to pick from, and I used to have pretty long hair back in the day. So let's try and find something longer than I currently have. Okay, that's wild. Not quite what I'm looking for, but what else do we have? Dreadlocks. Super cool. Not what I'm after, though. Let's see here. There we go. Much better. The fun thing here is with the head tracking, it's much easier to rotate around and quickly see what I'm going to look like. Let's stick with that for now. That looks good to me. We can do the same for anything else in the customizer, but I'm going to go ahead and remove my beard here, because I want to show you that VoIP still works when changing the structure and characteristics of my actual face. We have a lot of heads in our customizer, and I'm just going to cycle through a few of them here to show you that whatever we choose, we're still tracking, and we're good to go. We can even start to manipulate individual aspects of the face, with no detriment to the mapping onto the head. VoIP won't break when you combine these heads together. So if you just want to tweak a small aspect of your character, or take on the likeness of one of the heads included, you can do so, and test out exactly how the tracking is going to look based on your face movements in the webcam. You can now see I'm someone totally different, and we're having no troubles tracking. And if I don't like what I've picked, I can always just randomize here, which I think is a great way of not only showing the countless combinations of heads that we can make, but also that VoIP will continue to work with anything that we throw at it. I think I'm looking pretty good here, Sean. What do you think?
Yeah, good. I think it's pretty unique to Star Citizen. Thanks a lot for showing it.
Anytime. And I hope everybody has an awesome sitcom. See you later.
Pretty cool.
All right, that's great, Sean. But the reliability of our voice transmission has been a bit spotty, with many players reporting quality loss or even full audio loss. What are we doing to improve the overall infrastructure behind VoIP and FOIP?
Well, first of all, we've heard you. We know. We've tried it. And it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be updating the voice service and a total overhaul of the voice server. This is actually important, and we need to do this anyways, because we have to update the voice infrastructure for the much larger shards that are coming. So this is going to improve reliability and the voice quality. So one of the biggest things that we're going to be doing for you guys is to make sure that you have feedback in the game for when this is working and when this is not working. When you're transmitting, when you're receiving, you really have to know. So whether that's picture-in-picture, whether that's an icon telling you you're transmitting, these are all going to be things that we're adding as we go forward with these features.
Cool. Good stuff.
What? Am I done?
Should we get Gabe back on?
Yeah, let's get Gabe back in here.
Hey.
Okay, there's room for 4.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on stage now.
It's a bit crowded, right?
Can we kick Sean?
Yeah, we can.
I think we should kick Sean. Bye, Sean.
Certainly do it.
Bye, Sean.
Bye, Sean.